morning and welcome back to another edition of Mining Prospector Al. Today it's Saturday, June the 14th of 2014, and I'm back up in the hills of East Tennessee here doing a little prospecting as opposed to mining. A lot of times I'm out here for gold. I go to a spot where I know is good and try to get as much of the yellow stuff as I can, but every now and then you have to take a break and get out and kind of poke around. Try to find some new locations, maybe something that somebody hasn't stumbled across already, and that's what I'm doing today. I'm not going to share any exact locations right now. Some of you that are familiar with the area will recognize it, but this particular location doesn't get hit all that hard. And you can see, as a side note here, we've had plenty of rain lately. This creek, which is normally barely flowing this time of year, is moving pretty good. I know this area here, and when I say area, I'm talking about 20 or 30 square miles here, is gold bearing. There's no doubt about that. I know this particular creek bears some gold. Some amounts of it. I've never done great here, but I've only tried it a few times. But the one thing I know about the area after 10 years of coming up in here and panning, dredging stuff for gold is the gold is widespread in here, generally in small amounts. Just about any little ephemeral rivulet that you try in here is going to show some amount of color. It's got to be coming from somewhere, so sometimes that's what you have to do, is get out and look around and try to find out where the gold's coming from, and spare the extra long talk. Obviously you have lode gold and placer gold. The placer gold has to originate from the lode at some point, and this particular location, I'm pretty much up near the top of this particular ridge and stuff, so whatever's in here is coming from the lode close by. So I'm going to look around a little bit and see what I can find. So hang around, join me in the trip. It's if I didn't mention it, and I don't think I did, it's kind of a cloudy day right now. It's supposed to be sunny. It was blue skies until I got in the area here, and as I started up I ran into some clouds, but not supposed to be any rain today, and it's 10 something right now. I'm not sure. I didn't pay attention to the time. Time is immaterial up here to me, but it's about 68 degrees, so it's not too hot. Not supposed to get terribly hot today. Probably won't make it 80 in here. So with that, I'm going to get up here and look around a little bit before I break out my tools. Hang around. Well, I'm back again. My spot back there, can't say I didn't pay at all. I did get a few small colors, but nothing that made me want to hang around there. I'm close by, probably a mile and a half, 2 miles from there. Working another spot that I know has better gold. So let's see if I can find a little bit more. It's been probably 2 years since I've been back in here. It's a nice spot. You can see there's kind of a flat here along the creek. Very steep, except this one nice little flat. So I'll make my way down and see what I can get into. If you like quartz, this is the place to come. There's a quartz vein. It's absolutely massive. Crosses through the roadbed up there and crosses the creek, and pretty much from there down, everything's quartz. So I'll take a look at it in a few minutes when I get down there. Right now I'm just enjoying the stroll through the woods. As promised, there's the first sign of the quartz vein. Several boulders laying there. It is exposed through here, but lots of loose stuff. But you can see pretty well littered with it from here down. Quartz everywhere. Some of it's got to be bearing some gold. Most of it's probably bull quartz though. See an exposure up here. Some more there. Some of it's probably float, but it's definitely in evidence in the area. Nice little trail down here. When I first came down here about 4 years ago, it was a little bit of bushwhacking, but see, the miners have worn a path. Kind of helps keep an eye out for snakes. You can see a really nice area, and it gets prettier and prettier as you go, though it gets tougher and tougher. So I'm getting close to my spot where I usually start. Let's get decent gold there. Nothing to brag about. But like I say, it's a nice area. A little ephemeral wet weather stream over here coming in right about my spot, so see what I can find. Stay tuned. Been a slow day for gold so far, but what the heck, who cares? I'm right here about where the narrows start. Really pretty location. Weather's perfect. A few bugs. Just stuff you have to deal with when you're out. But it's hard to beat a spot like this in a day like this. Nice little bear den up there. Hopefully the bear is not home. But nice spot. I am getting some color here. Nothing to write home about. Nothing to really take a picture of, but maybe in a few minutes, who knows. Having a good time at it anyway. So, this spot, there's quite a bit of bedrock. That's one of the attractive things is there's cracks and crevices and stuff. So far, they're only marginally productive. This has been worked fairly hard by painters and stuff, and a few dredges in the past few years. So, got to work to find a spot. It's here though. Be back in a little bit. I found me a nice little borehole that obviously never been worked before. It was absolutely concreted in, and I've hit holes like that before and they've done really good, but you see 5 or 6 little flakes in there, so it wasn't a complete bust. Take a look right here. Here's the hole. It was absolutely locked in with material. Bugs are really eating on me right now. It was worth getting, but it didn't have what I would have expected in there. Of course, it's kind of what I think was on the wrong side of the creek, so I'm going to keep that for a little while. Might be some better material around. Sure is quiet back in here. The road's not too far in here, and occasionally a car or truck pass. Other than that, quiet. Just the way I like it. Well, the gold's giving me kind of a hard time today, but that's alright. I'm having a good time anyway. I'm finding some, but if I don't get into a little bit more here soon, I might move to a more productive spot. But as I said, I was just kind of prospecting today, hitting some areas that I haven't worked quite enough, and I still haven't. But I'm going to get back to work here for a few minutes to see what I get. If not, probably the next time you see me, I'll be in another location. Well, I haven't left the area yet. I decided to come on upstream a little bit and try some more. Found a artifact here. Still trying to figure out what it is. Maybe somebody can clue me in, or maybe I'll figure it out by the time I get back. Looks familiar, but I can't quite place it. Does look fairly old though. Alright, I've arrived at my next destination, a well familiar spot. And looks like somebody's been camped in here for a while, almost like living here. Kind of made a mess out of the place. They did make them a fire pit there. That's a pretty clever use for the locally available stone, which is pretty much everywhere, but they left a bunch of carpets and beer cans, and so I'm going to do what us gold miners do when we're out and we see garbage. I'm going to pick it up and put it in a bag, because I always keep garbage bags in my truck just for occasions like this. Kind of sad that somebody would throw garbage out here though. It's such a nice spot. One of my favorite camping spots. Nice and peaceful back here. Nothing around on a dead end road, nothing but a cemetery at the end of the road, and the dead people don't make any noise. So nice little creek too. It's got pretty good gold in it. At times it can be quite good. Other times it's kind of hard to find, just like everywhere. But I'm gonna get to picking up some of this garbage. We did a garbage pickup here 2 years ago, I think. Just a few of us came over here and saw it needed it and grabbed bags, and I think we filled up 2 of the big garbage bags, and it didn't look as bad as what it does now. So I'll quit talking and get to picking up and go get me some gold. Well, I'm back again, and this creek is not known for big gold, though I have gotten a few pickers out of it, but most of it is really, really small. But the last pan I probably got 30 to 35 colors out of, so keep working it. I'm about down to the bottom on the bedrock, which isn't very far down most of the places. It's a nice little creek, nice spot, good place to camp. Unfortunately, I'm not camping tonight, but it is one of my favorite spots, although I haven't camped here in about, it's been well over a year now. I'll have to change that sometime soon. Anyway, there's a few bigger trees in here. They didn't cut all of them. I'm gonna get back to work, try to find me a little bit more. It's after 5 o'clock. I did get some gold today, nothing great. We'll take a look at it when I get home and get it all kind of panned down where it's easier to see. Did pick up a little garbage here. It's still in need of some more work. Maybe next time. But anyway, I've wrapped it up for the day. Sure has been a nice day. Not too hot, plenty of sunshine. Well, after the morning clouds moved out. So anyway, that's a wrap for the day. So until the next time, get out and find some gold and outdoors and have some fun.